Welcome back to UA924U.
We're back for our second year after a long summer off, and we've got a lot planned.
As usual, we'll be covering culture, student life and sports.
First up, we're here with our pilot episode of Untold Stories.
My name is Jason Osborne. I'm a film and TV director, and this is my story. My definition of culture is an amalgamation of things. It's about environment. I think it's about your background, your everything from your ethnicity to your race to your heritage. I think it's an amalgamation of all those things combined. I think it makes a culture. Coming from East London, I come from an area that is very multicultural. I'm a Black Caribbean heritage from an island of Montserrat. I born in Hackney. I still live in East London. So I think my cultural background is all of that, but I would absolutely first and foremostly describe myself as Black British. I think my culture is everything to me. Yeah, absolutely everything. It informs probably every area of life in ways probably that I haven't even really considered before. I think my role models growing up were probably just my parents. Yeah, I think they had the most influence on me, but they shaped my ethics, my morals, and I think that's the grounding on every area of my life, from professionally and personally. So they would be my role models. Growing up in East London, again a very multicultural area, I felt very empowered by my culture. Coming from a very strong West Indian home as well was equally as empowering. So I think personally, I feel very, very empowered being Black British. Professionally is where I can feel othered. I got into music because I've always loved music. I was told that even when I was in the womb, I would go crazy over a particular song. So I think music was and always will be my first love. And I got into the industry very much like how I got into film. It was from the ground up. I reached out to loads of studios. I interned at a couple. I heard about a job at a particular studio and for a production company, and was fortunate enough to get that, and went on from engineering to producing. And yeah, that was my routine. I think that's the route for most people in the creative industry. Is these jobs aren't advertised online. It's really about building your network. Transitioning through my careers has been challenging on occasions, but I believe that nothing's ever wasted. So there's no experience that you can't find transferable skills to move into. So working in the music industry, working long hours, working sometimes with volatile environments, prepared me for when I worked maybe in the corporate world, where if you've dealt with that, then dealing with a corporate environment is a lot easier. What that environment taught me, I think, was leadership skills. And being a director, you're ultimately a leader, and there's sometimes some things teach you how to do things, and sometimes you learn how not to do things. And I believe in a leadership which is collaborative. I believe that we should all share a shared vision on what we want to do. I created and concepted love languages because I really wanted to challenge the perceptions of males, and black males in particular, especially challenge some of the perceptions that we see in our screens of males, and they didn't reflect, or didn't always reflect, the men that I knew and the conversations that we had. I think the subjects of mental health or vulnerability, I think, are things that we don't often see on our screen. And with our Jubilee, you know, maybe similar in some ways. What's powerful about film and television is that you get to challenge perceptions, and you get to hear maybe from communities that often you don't spend a lot of time in or time with. And that was certainly the case with our Jubilee. I wanted to hear these different perspectives from the black community on a range of subjects. You know, yes, the core was the monarchy and those Jubilee years, but I really wanted to approach it from a different perspective, that you got to see different themes. I wanted it to feel layered from that perspective. So that was my inspiration behind that film. So we're working on a few new projects. For me as a director, and equally for my production company, Project Must Entertainment, we have a few things in development. Some feature-length documentary projects, which we're excited by. Some factual entertainment series projects as well. And always just looking for new stories, so really excited about some of the things that we have in development, and also looking forward to any surprises that might appear in the future.
Well, thank you for that, Barrage. That's a really interesting piece.
Yeah, can you run us through the process of what it was like filming with such a highly accredited director, and what more we can expect from UA924 for you, Untold Stories?
Yeah, for me, it was a real honour to interview someone that's a BAFTA-nominated director. For me, being a person of colour, it was really interesting to hear how he navigated his way through different industries. So he's been in the music industry, he's been in the corporate industry, in the media industry. And it was also interesting to hear about how he navigated his way through challenges, because I feel like that's the best way to learn. And you can either give up when you face a challenge, you know, he could have had challenges from his cultural background, or you just push forward, and he used his cultural background to create different stories. So one thing I'd highly encourage everyone to do is watch Love Languages and watch our Jubilee to hear about, you know, different culture and how they navigate their way through mental health and the views on the monarchy. In terms of future blocks, you can expect more interviews of guest speakers and people from around UA924 and to see their story, because to me everyone else has a story to tell, they might just not know it.
Well, thank you very much, Barrage, and I can't wait for next block to see what's to come. Next up, we have our Student Live section, where we've been visiting our students' favourite place here in Manchester.
I'm here at UA924 and we're going to ask students where their favourite place in Manchester is and try them out. So I'm here with
Lewis,
George,
Jamie,
Luke. What is your favourite place in Manchester?
probably Trafford Centre. Do lots of nice food, good shops. It's just a nice place in general, really.
Perfect.
And where's your favourite place to go in Manchester?
Scotty Mackey's.
Nice. So off we went to our first spot, with Joe being our designated driver for the day.
We're currently off to the Trafford Centre because that is one of the places we have to go. I think we might go to Mackey's in there as well. Kill two birds with one stone. Right, so we're here at the Trafford Centre. It's actually quite nice. Going to go and get Mackey's.
I got a McMuffin and then I've put my hash brown on the McMuffin.
He knows what he's doing. I got 2 hash browns and a double sausage and egg McMuffin. Let's get to eating.
It's for a breakfast wrap. Feels a bit cold now, to be honest. But we're going to indulge. And where is your favourite place to go in Manchester?
My favourite place in Manchester, it's got to be the J Davison Stadium. The Jazza Dazza, get yourself down, best non-league football in the city. Altrincham FC going up this season.
We are now outside the J. Davison Stadium of Altrincham Football Club. We can't actually go in because it's a Thursday morning, so there's no football on. So we're just standing outside, but I can imagine it being a good stadium.
And where's your favourite place to go in Manchester?
I absolutely love Affleck's Palace. There's such a good vibe in there, so diverse, alternative vibe, I love it.
As we arrive at our final destination of the day, we are hoping it can end with a bang. And Affleck's Palace was just that, with a wider range of shops and food stalls to explore. To be honest, the place was huge and we almost got lost, but it was a great spot to visit on a day out.
Another brilliant student life section from Jimbo there. We're joined now by the man himself, the pioneer. Jimbo, can you run us through what it was like filming that?
Yeah, it was good fun filming it. It's nice to ask some of the students, get their voice in there. We haven't really done that before. I think Affleck's Palace was a highlight for me. Yeah, it was good fun to go there. Might head back there pretty soon, though we got lost a couple of times, but it was good fun, yeah.
Yeah, it was a good day of filming. I think probably Mackey's was my favourite because I was absolutely starving that morning. But anyway, moving on to our sports section where we've taken on golf.
Welcome back to UA924U. It is year 2. We've had the summer away and our first sports section is going to be a 4-man scramble, 9 holes at Heaton Moor Golf Club. It's a brisk morning. The boys are warming up, we look alright. We're going to predict what we're going to score. I'm going to say it's a par 35 for the front 9. I'm going to say we're going to shoot a 44, bogey every hole, I reckon. Yeah. So let's go.
Alright guys, I'm back. I reckon today we shoot 50. What's that, 15 over? Yeah, 50.
I'm gonna predict that we will shoot a 45 because I think low expectations mean you're more likely to be surprised with yourself, so I'll go with that, but I'm optimistic.
I'm going to predict, I'm saying a 50 if I'm lucky today. Just, it's not going to go well.
Got a little 6-iron. Just gonna try and get down there somewhere.
Down there.
Oh my god, that's gone nowhere.
Right, I'm also going for a 6-iron. Not going to try and cut the corner or anything stupid, just going to try and get one down there. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Right, I'll be using 7 for my first shot. Bit left.
I'm using a 7-iron. Try and get it a few yards. Here we go.
Well, we've hit quite a nice tee shot there. I'm quite happy about that. We've got a nice up and down opportunity here. I'm going to go for a 56 to try and land one on the green, and then the boys can go and attack it. See what we can do. It's gone a bit right. I think we're on the green. That's money. We are taking my ball again. We've all hit good shots there, but I think mine just makes more sense to take. So we've got barely opportunity. If the phone footage is no longer suitable, it's because the gimbal has died a little bit. So yeah. I might be in the hole. We've got a par. Get in the hole. Oh, Jim, that was a great putt.
Alright, we're here on the second hole, 154-yard par 3. Last one was a par from the boys. Very good start, we're in good stead here. I've got an 7-iron. Nearly made a hole in one on this last week, so let's just do it this time. Ooh, it's chunky. After that shot, we took my shot. So I'm going to put it in the hole now. Oh, balls. Oh, Jimbo. Oh, Jimbo.
Yeah, got a par. I saved the lads with a putt, so using the driver now.
Taking my shot. Finally. Just gonna read the green. Yep. Just going in.
Another brilliant day of filming done down at 8 Mill Golf Club. Some good shots, some bad.
Yeah, I think mainly bad on my front. Not a single tee shot actually left the tee box, but still a good day out filming nonetheless.
And that concludes another brilliant episode of UA924U. Keep an eye out on our socials at UA924U on Instagram and YouTube for stuff in between blocks. But until then, we'll see you later. Bye bye.
See you later.